He's now right to me here, the ambassador, Isaac. Can I say Isaac?
Yes,
okay?
please.
Isaac, yeah. Isaac, you are the ambassador of Venezuela. Tell us, what's your daily routine? What do you do?
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, first and foremost, Baram. I would like to say thank you again to Movies That Matter for the invitation. And as I told you, I've been here in The Hague ever since I was named by interim president of Venezuela, Juan Guaido, as his representative to the Kingdom of the Netherlands. And I've been here on a full-time basis since December of last year.
Okay. And your president, and you, as a matter of fact, so you have been recognized by the Dutch government as an official representative of your country. Am I right?
Yes.
How many other countries have recognized you and Juan Guaido as president?
60 plus countries.
60?
60, yes.
It's a lot of
countries.
countries.
And that includes most of the countries in Latin America. Includes in the European Union is out of the 27 remaining. The only countries that have not recognized yet are Italy and Cyprus. And the UK has fully recognized President Guaido as the interim president.
How about the United States?
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. The United States is, as the Netherlands and all the countries, are our greatest allies in trying to reach a peaceful political solution to the dire situation that we have in Venezuela at this moment.
We will come back to the political and social situation.
Since Chavez went to power in 1999, beginning in the early to mid-2000s, there was a systematic policy on the part of the Chavez presidency, because back then he was officially the president. And he would actually arm the population, civilians. So they made it a policy to have arms available to the general people. And that actually gave rise to something that is called the colectivos, which are armed groups that were put together by the government to actually defend what they call the revolution, the Chavista revolution, or the Bolivarian revolution. So that is something that is extremely important in understanding how Venezuelan society has become so violent. Yeah. Something else that needs to be said is that Chavez and the Maduro regime systematically have used tools of social control. In this particular case, what they did was by promoting criminal activities against the general population, people would start to fear going out. So it was just part of a plan. It was part of a plan also to make people feel unsafe, and that also drove a lot of Venezuelans to start leaving the country as early as 20 years ago.
Oh,
really?
And
yes, and as I was telling you earlier, the huge, horrific humanitarian crisis in which the Venezuelan people find themselves now, that has actually drove over 5.2 million people out of the country.
He said, he asked, is the boycott the main cause of the poverty?
What boycott? There is
probably the boycott from the United States.
No, there is no boycott. Yeah. I would tell you that there are targeted sanctions, and as part of a strategy to put as much pressure on the people responsible for looting the country. It is estimated, Baram, that over $300 billion have been stolen from Venezuela by Maduro and their cronies, and prior to that by Chavez and their cronies. So there is some side effect of the sanctions, but there are sanctions, and in fact, the European Union uses sanctions also as a tool, as a diplomatic tool to exercise pressure to basically modify behavior on the part of people, international actors that actually do not want to comply with the international rule of law.
Yeah, I see.